Yeah, I think first off, I'm proud of my team. We had a really poor start to the second half. If there's any 4-minute segment that I'd like to have back, that'd be the one. They built out a 13-point lead and thought we showed a lot of heart and fight to get back in the game. You look down and you go 51-37 on the boards. We get to the offensive glass 15 times. We did a lot of 18 assists. We did have the 9 turnovers, and some of them were just frustrating because you're trying to get the ball on the inside into the post. Those are the ones that really frustrated me. But we win a lot of the statistical categories of the game. But we leave 11 free throws on the board, and so I thought that's a big factor. Trey Carroll had a terrific night, and it just felt like he kept making them over the top. He made a bunch of tough ones, tough midi twos over the top, and I thought going to the zone helped neutralize that a little bit, and that was kind of the idea. We were kind of struggling to cover with our front court versus theirs, and it was opening up all kinds of things. So I thought going to the zone really helped change the game for us, and our guys did a nice job of playing the zone. And we tried to neutralize him a little bit through that, but when we had to go back to man-to-man or possessions we couldn't get into the zone, he was terrific in the post, and got to tip your cap. But I thought the free throws, I thought Trey Carroll making all those tough ones over the top. We did give him some angles and commit some silly fouls, but I thought those two things in the first 4 minutes of the second half were the big difference. But overall, very disappointed in the result. Disappointed for our players. Just disappointed, but I think we showed why we're going to have a good year and be a good team. It'll be fun to get back on the practice court this week. We have a week between games, and we need to do that. And we'll take another step and get ready for the next one.
Open up for questions. If you knew you were going to win the boards by 14 and hold them to 6 threes, it seems like that would be a pretty good game plan, and you would think that you would have won. Does that catch you off guard? Is that surprising?
Yeah, you look down and they average 11 made threes a game. We held them to 6. We win the boards. But you leave 11 free throws on the board. I think we missed like 4 layups, and so that's what happens. You got to be able to convert those things on the road to win.
Coach, it looked like you were trying to get it into Mustafa on the inside pretty early. Was it just something where he's rushing those shots? Is there something further he needs to just be able to develop in that part of his offensive game down low?
I think he's going to be a guy we can play through this year. He's shown that in practice and in certain segments. Like in the Louisville game, I thought he was terrific in the box. So we'll keep working through that. People got to remember he's still a very young player. I mean, he's so much better than he was in June and July. Like his improvement's been significant, and we're going to be able to. I thought getting, I can't say his name, but number 24, getting those 2 fouls early is because we were able to establish ourselves inside. That I thought changed the game in the first half pretty significantly. So he'll continue to improve there. I'm not worried about that.
Wes, you mentioned the first 4-minute segment there to start the second half. Obviously, when you look down at the statistical measure in that 4-minute segment, did Coach Pitino do something differently that kind of threw you guys off there in that 4-minute stretch, or what seemed to be the biggest issue there in that 4-minute stretch?
Yeah, I don't think there was any big strategic adjustment that we were aware of. I didn't think we were playing with great effort during that stretch, and I thought we played with good effort and fight tonight. I'm not knocking my guys. I was proud of my guys, but that segment it's weird. We got the first basket of the second half, and we were slow to get back. We were getting cross-matched in transition. We weren't in a stance, and then we got to that media timeout, talked about it, and I thought the guys made a nice change, and I thought going to the zone helped us kind of find our footing defensively.
Playing a big game in a big environment, you'd rather teach lessons through wins, but playing that kind of environment before your team takes its full form later in the season, what can you use as this is a learning lesson for the guys going forward?
Yeah, listen, and I know that the people that support us don't want to hear about things that are going to matter later. They want to win the game, and I love our fans, and I want this for them too. But there's a lot that we can learn from in this game. There's a lot we can build on. And it's clear we're going to have a great team and a great year. Like it's clear to the guys in the locker room. It's clear to the coaching staff. We're going to keep taking steps and getting better. But there's a lot we can learn from tonight, as you mentioned. It's important. I mean, that's like a Big 12 game, right? A road game in the Big 12. It feels like a rivalry game every night in our league. And I thought our guys showed a lot of good poise in that tonight. They showed a lot of fight to get back in the game, and it's something that'll pay dividends for us later.
Coach, how do you go about making sure that this game, which is obviously emotional for, in here and for a lot of people in town, making sure that this game isn't bigger than just one loss for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I think we have a connected locker room, and we're new. Like, we're still learning how to play together. We're still learning each other, whether it's coaching, playing, the whole nine. We're a new group, but it's a connected group. It's a high character group. We just get back to work. I mean, that's all it's about. We got a bunch of players that have played in big time programs and big time leagues. They understand the ups and downs of it. I understand what this game means to our city, so I really just try to be honest with you guys. Like, I get that. I appreciate that. I want to win for our fans because of that. But in January and February, we're doing what we need to do in the Big 12. Nights like tonight will help us, and I know our fans. We're having the success on the scoreboard that they want us to have. They're going to support us, and they're going to feel good about us.
Kerr, Coach said this game is why he believes that you guys are going to be good the rest of the season. What did you see from this game, and especially that stretch where you guys came back and took the lead that proved the effort and the intensity that you guys have?
I think our group has a lot of hunger. We're down 15, pretty tough environment. Give credit to Xavier fans, but we kind of leaned into each other more and more and got back in the game. JC hit a big three. Kind of felt like we had the momentum. So I think there's a lot of things to take away from this game, and like, we all competitors. Like, there's no moral wins, but like, if I'm looking at statistic boards here, like, Bala had 17 rebounds. We didn't turn the ball over. Turned the ball over 9 times, which has been an issue for us lately. So I think there's a lot of positives, and just like Coach said, like, build on it.
Kerr, what are the lessons from the last 4 minutes? You guys get back in the game and then maybe have an opportunity or two in the final minute. What do you take from the way you guys handled the last 4 minutes and the last minute of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot to take, but I mean, they had hit the big three. They went up 2 again, hit another one, so they were up 4, and we took a timeout. Somebody had a big layup there, and like, I mean, there's a lot to take from this game in general.
Jalen, I know it's not the results you guys wanted, but you had your best game of the season. You hit the big three. Like, how did it feel like you got your legs back under you?
It was the best game of the season, but I didn't really play a great game per se. So I'm happy it is the best game, but we got a lot of work to do. Honestly, I'm not happy with this. To be honest with you. So.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, sir.